All green lights, everything's a go. Money on the table, count it real slow. Pull up that rose, twist up that Cali Dro. When you hustle hard, no matter what is hitting for. Now go.
What it do, Sun Doolers? It's your boy YfgmBlogTv coming straight out of Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, I just got done watching a great basketball game. The San Antonio Spurs versus the Memphis Grizzlies versus the San Antonio Spurs in the Western Conference Finals. The final score of this game was 92-89 in overtime. It was a great game. And like I said, the Western Conference, all playoffs, have had the better playoff games in my eyes. They have more classic games in my eyes. And, you know, once again, the Western Conference is showing their dominance. You know, the Eastern Conference is cool, but the West have the better games. If you go back and look at all the playoff games that went on, they have the best. But anyway, the San Antonio Spurs, you know, they found a way to hold on, you know, from Memphis rally that they had made to even force an overtime, you know, from the jump of this game. Everybody, and even I thought the San Antonio Spurs was probably about to blow out the fucking Memphis Grizzlies again because everything was going well for them. Tony Parker was a magician with the ball. He was like playing yo-yo with the Memphis Grizzlies. He was setting people up. He was dishing it out. He was scoring buckets. He was just looking great. He was basically showing why he was in contention of an MVP. He was basically showing why he is trying to get back to the finals and win another ring. He pretty much just showed why he is the best, one of the best point guards in the NBA, if not the best point guard in the NBA. I mean, he was just doing everything right, you know. Spurs was just playing right on defense. They was clicking on offense. People was hitting three-point shots. You know, everybody was just contributing. You know, they played solid defense. They was causing Zach Randolph and Marc Gasol to play bad again. You know, they wasn't letting them two boys do anything pretty much. And then, you know, as the Spurs was like, I think they was up by like 18 points at one point, they start to slack off. And then Memphis started to crawl back in. And Memphis is like that boxer that keep getting knocked down, but then he keep getting up, trying to show his heart and will to you know, compete and win. That's how the Memphis Grizzlies are. You know, they didn't give up. They fought back. They had a 15-2 run to even make it to overtime. I mean, at one point, Spurs, they cut it down. Memphis cut it down to 8 points. And right there, I'm like, oh, here we go. Spurs about to get his game up. And what they do, it seemed like they got tired. It seemed like Tony Parker got tired, and that offense started to get tired. And when they took Tony Parker out of the game, it's like they couldn't figure out what was going to happen on offense next to Spurs. While Memphis, on the other hand, Zebo, I believe the third quarter, or maybe towards the end of the third quarter, he started getting going. He started making shots. He started being more aggressive, you know. And plus, they was getting the Spurs in foul trouble, so that kind of hurt the Spurs also. But Memphis did not give up. They played great. You know, they played great. They blew it. They had some chances to take the lead and possibly win this game, but they blew it. But anyway, Tony Parker, he had 15 points in the career, had 18 assists. So he was dishing the ball out, looking great. One of his best playoff career games as far as assists. Tim Duncan scored San Antonio's first 6 points in overtime, you know, as the Spurs bounced back after squandering a 13-point lead, you know, in the fourth quarter to end up beating the Memphis Grizzlies. The Spurs take a 2-0 lead in the Western Conference Finals with Game 3 on Saturday in Memphis. We know that stadium is going to be rocking. They're going to be prepared. They're going to come play. The bench players is going to step up and play. I feel like Tayshaun Prince is going to, you know, contribute more, knock down some threes because he's going to have to. Pondexter, he's going to have to continue to knock down threes. Jared Baylor's going to have to help out more and knock down threes also. Now, Tim Duncan, he opened up the extra period with the layup, you know, then made a tie-breaking putback on Tony Parker's missed jumper before making a runner that bounced high on the back iron and reached, you know, and rattled in to put them up 91-87 with a minute and 8 seconds left. Now, like I said, Memphis had a chance to get it down back to 1 point, but then Jared Baylor, he did something very stupid. He actually rushed, and that kind of pissed the coach off because you can see that the coach was mad. He had a chance, you know, to either drive to the lane or shoot a three. He decided to shoot a three, and he airballed it with 14 seconds left. And that right there pretty much just, you know, ended the game for the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, let me go look at some stats. You know, you guys, I like to give you guys stats. Now, overall, like I said, Memphis Grizzlies, their defense buckled down. Tony Allen made a couple key plays, couple clutch free throws. You know, he did some little acting. He got his Denzel on at one point in the game, you know, with that. Y'all see the highlights. But anyway, Memphis Grizzlies, they shot terrible, 34% from the field, 29% from the three-point line, 69% from the free throw line. They did out-rebound the Spurs. They had 60 rebounds to the Spurs, 46. They had 19 assists, 10 turnovers. Zach Randolph had 15 points after shooting 6 of 18. He had 18 rebounds, so he had a double-double. You know, he did his thing on the boards. Tayshaun Prince only had 2 points. Marcus only had 12 points. Conley, he did pretty good. He didn't want to tie the game up for him to even get him to even be able to go to overtime. He had 18 points. Tony Allen only had 8 points. Jared Bayless had 18 points. Damn, I didn't even know that. Wow. Okay. He just messed up towards the end. 38 points in the paint, 6 fast break points. Now, the Spurs shot 43% from the field, 36% from the three-point line, 70% from the free throw line, 46 rebounds, 29 assists. It's crazy. They got 29 assists off of making only 36 field goals. That is unbelievable. They had 12 blocks, 13 turnovers. Blocks, they told you they playing good defense. They had 40 points in the paint and 12 fast break points. So, you know, overall, it was a great, great game. I can't wait to see what Memphis is going to do to make some adjustments. They should feel kind of good because they know that they can play with the San Antonio Spurs. They know they had a chance to come back and win this game. You know, they just going to need a little bit more help, and then Memphis Grizzlies might be able to tie this series up. Who knows? Because like I said, they play great at home, so we just have to see what happens. But anyway, guys, hit me up on Twitter, hit me up on Facebook, tell me what you thought about it. Comment, subscribe, like, favorite. Check out my previous videos, please. I did so many videos today. Please look at my videos, especially check out my Xbox thoughts on the reveal. My thoughts on the Xbox One reveal. Deadpip.com, livemixtapes.com, and download MGM Grandma CJ De Niro. And deuces.
And remember, guys and girls, make sure you click the subscribe button, watch the previous videos, and like the videos.